Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Masters of the Universe Listen and Look book. Every time you hear this sound, it means it's time to turn the page in your storybook. Now, if you are ready, we will start the story of The Sword of Skeletor. When you finish listening to the story, you can turn the tape over and record your own Masters of the Universe story. Now, it is time to begin.
To arms, Masters of the Universe!
Commanded He-Man, the ultimate hero. Riding Battle Cat, he raised his legendary power sword and shouted,
Skeletor's demons have attacked Point Dread!
The fighting was fierce. But Eternia's mighty champions soon turned the tide of battle.
That was easy, He-Man. Maybe too easy, Man-at-Arms.
Suddenly, a big water hand grabbed He-Man.
Look out!
He-Man was dragged far underwater, where Merman stole his fabled sword.
Skeletor will be pleased
The evil Sea Lord thought.
when I bring him the other half of the power sword.
Swimming away quickly, Merman disappeared in the ocean's depths, while Tangleweeds held He-Man fast. Most men would have given up then, but not He-Man. Muscles bulging, the strongest man in the universe ripped free, and then swam to rejoin his friends. Later, many miles away, two dark figures met in the shadows of Castle Grayskull.
Skeletor!
Merman boasted.
The prize is now ours. No,
Hissed the Lord of Destruction.
it is mine. You've served your purpose. Now, be gone. At last, the power sword is won, and the secrets of the universe will belong to me.
Skeletor turned and thrust the gleaming blade into a hidden stone lock.
Only with both halves of the power sword can Castle Grayskull be opened.
The drawbridge slowly lowered.
I will rule Eternia, and I will have all the secrets of the Ancient Ones.
After hours of long and hard travel over rocky terrain, the Masters of the Universe reached Castle Grayskull. By then, it was far too late.
Skeletor must be inside the castle by now.
He-Man said bitterly.
Without the power sword, we have no hope.
It is never hopeless.
The wizard Zodak appeared in a burst of magic.
Skeletor has upset the balance between good and evil.
He said,
A champion must be chosen to do battle with him.
He-Man bravely stepped forward.
I will be your champion!
Then, with a flash of Zodak's magic, He-Man was gone. Moments later, He-Man found himself inside Castle Grayskull, where he faced his greatest enemy, Skeletor.
He-Man!
Roared the Lord of Destruction angrily.
What dark magic has brought you here?
Not dark magic,
He-Man replied.
Zodak's magic! The secrets of Castle Grayskull shall never fall into your vile clutches!
He-Man shouted as he raced toward Skeletor. With a cruel laugh, the Dark Lord turned his throne and opened a secret trapdoor beneath He-Man's feet. He-Man dropped into a deep, dark dungeon. Using his great agility, he landed on his feet. He looked around and suddenly realized that he was not alone.
Welcome.
Growled Beastman, Skeletor's most evil servant.
I've been waiting for you. It will be a pleasure to put an end to you. Skeletor will be king. You cannot win this contest.
I dare not lose!
He-Man exclaimed as muscles surging with power. He lifted Beastman off his feet and hurled him up through the trapdoor. He-Man quickly found a way out of the dungeon.
Skeletor must be stopped! I've got to find him!
When He-Man reached the throne room, Skeletor was nowhere to be seen. At that moment, deep within Castle Grayskull, Skeletor stood before the Vault of Knowledge.
The Power Sword is mine.
He boasted.
It is the key that will unlock the secrets of the universe hidden in this vault. They, too, will be mine at last.
Not if I can help it, Skeletor!
He-Man said as the vault door began to open.
I found you!
All you have found
Skeletor hissed.
is your doom! You dare not stop me!
Dare anything, Dark Lord! For Eternia and freedom!
As He-Man and Skeletor struggled, the door to the vault continued to open slowly. Blinding white light pouring from within.
I can't fight He-Man.
Skeletor thought.
At least not fairly. I need a weapon.
Then he remembered the Power Sword and pulled his half of it from the stone lock.
You have lost!
Shouted the Lord of Destruction as he swung at He-Man. Moving with lightning-like reflexes, He-Man dodged the blow, and Skeletor's sword struck harmlessly against a stone wall. He-Man grabbed his half of the Power Sword.
Now, Skeletor!
He said, as the vault of knowledge slammed shut.
We meet on even terms!
Never!
Skeletor said,
You used magic to enter Castle Grayskull. I can use it to leave.
light blazed from his Power Sword.
We will meet again.
The Dark Lord bowed as he faded from sight.
And when we do, He-Man, things will be different.
It's over.
Teela said later, when the Masters of the Universe met outside.
Skeletor is gone, and the secrets of Castle Grayskull are safe once more.
He-Man glanced at the morning sky, where black storm clouds had already begun to gather.
Yes, it's over.
He said,
For now.